Yeah, today I want to discuss uh, about the questions because I told you my answers always come from your questions.
One person was asking me, Hamis, when is the right time to stock animals? That is the question. And
The answers, those are the ones we are going to discuss today. I told you, me, my work is to discuss your questions because I've talked about animal science, I've talked about goat management, I've talked about a lot of things. But my work now is to emphasize the points. If you ask me, Hamis, which time or which period is good for stocking animals, and I think that goes straight to the management and disease management. That's what you really wanted maybe to understand about the farming. But first of all, I'll tell you that every season is okay to stock animals because every season has its own challenges and benefits. You get it? But the most beautiful time is when you're ready. What am I trying to mean by being ready? Is having the necessities of stocking animals. It doesn't make sense, you guys, to stock animals without the basic things. One is the feeds, because it's what we convert. I've been talking to guys today that came to visit me at the farm, and I was telling them the basics of animal farming. And one of the basics was feeds. So we went to the grass and checked it out. So the moment you have good feeds, the moment you have enough feeds, you can stock up your farm. There is no matter what or what. Only that if you stock animals and you have no feed, there is a lot of consequences that you'll find. I'll take you back to the health of the animals briefly, or even not animals, but also you human beings. Take an example when you don't have enough money to buy the food I eat, or you don't have a good number of feeds, sorry, a good number of kilos of food at home. The way you behave and you have no cash in your pocket, the way you behave is not the same way a person who has some money and have the food will look like. What does it mean? If you've got the money, you can afford to buy everything. So your heart is very completely confident that you can eat anything. If you have good food, your body will make a very good immunity because it has no stress. If you have no good food, the stress will rise, and when the stress comes, the body immunity will lower. So it goes back to these animals. If the animals have no feed, or if they don't have enough feed, their body immunity will lower, and that body immunity, the moment it lowers, the diseases will come out. If a disease comes in a flock and all your animals have a very good body score like this, I'm telling you the truth, this animal you see, it has ability of fighting any disease. And most of the time, by the way, diseases are nutritional because it is the nutrition that first come in, suppress everything, then finally the disease hits. If this animal gets sick, like the way you see, the body score isn't that good as such. The chances of surviving earlier will be very low. And if this animal gets sick, the chances of surviving is very, very high. What does it mean? It means that the body score or the nutrition determines a lot. Back to the point, I will say there is no any suitable time of stocking the animals unless all the conditions are in place. What are those conditions? Feeding is one of them. If you have no feeds, don't bother stocking animals. If you have feeds, please, you're good to go. Two, there is what we call the medical veterinary kits. What do you have? Which drugs do you have? That one, we set it up depending on the condition or in the area. There is some rainy places whereby in the rainy area or in the area that has a lot of rain has different diseases that attacks them. In the side where there is a lot of dry spell or a lot of sunshine, there is also different animals that different diseases that you expect. When we look at the side of the rainy area, you expect a lot of worms, and that specific worms are always tapeworms. Those are the ones that always attack. Tapeworm, they always go in soft conditions. But during the the dry spell, in the side of the dry area, they always get the ones called homunculus worms. But there is some worms that cut across. You get it? So we can use both. But if you're in the rainy season, make sure that at least you have drugs which hits more of the tapes. You get it? That is like albendazole, that is like liverfast diamond. And if you are in a strong dry area, know that the dewormers that you're supposed to have, those are ivermectin plus, the bimectin plus, the injectable in actual sense. So you people who really wanted to know which season you are supposed to stock animals, there is no season I can limit you and tell you that stop in this season. Because if a disease comes, it can hit every season. But what you only have to do, be specific and know what exactly you want. And also know what exactly animals want. So that's what I really wanted to take you through. There is no a specific season that you need to stock. Just get ready to stock, or just get ready to start a business. Anytime you can definitely stock your animals. But follow the right procedure, like the way I told you. This is what you're supposed to do first. This is what you're supposed to do next. This is what you have to do third and fourth. So basically, that's what I really wanted to inform you. Hope you pick something in your mind. You can go through and know what exactly you need in your kids, which drugs you're supposed to have, which acaricides you have to use, in that kind of arrangement. So let me just wish you the best, guys.